So, careful, my husband is suspecting us.
Suspecting what? Do I even know you? Or is that away? I'm her husband. You supposed to say I'm her husband?
I'm her husband.
Thank you. I am her husband. You are now out of my suspect list.
I'm sorry, my husband was using my phone. Luckily, you haven't said anything.
What could I say? I don't even know you.
Oh, this is still her husband. I wanted to confirm.
All right. So, we're going with that now. Somebody get themselves in problem.
Well, trying to, but trust is defined by the Merriam-Webster dictionary as the, quote, firm belief in the character, strength, or truth of someone or something. It's not always clear who and when to trust. So, Nev, you're going to read another scenario? Or is just the one we just read?
What's the one we just read?
Okay.
Do you trust anyone completely? Anyone at all?
Completely? Yeah.
Outside of your family?
Yeah.
Or you trust everyone in your family completely?
What do you call family? My immediate family?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or there are some who is not in the immediate family where you don't
I mean, are you talking about like my dad and my
Yeah.
sister and my brothers?
Yeah.
And my pickaninny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have people outside your family who you trust them?
Yeah.
Plenty?
Daniel Marie, and my best friend Kim.
Why you trust them?
Because I know them and they're like family to me. I mean,
And they never ever let you down? Not even one single time? I have a trust issue. Like you, I trust the folks in my family. Obviously, I trust the big man.
trust legit.
But I have a trust issue. I certainly have a trust issue. There are many people who I've found who I trusted, really trusted,
Yeah, you go.
who let me down.
You're going back
big
up
time.
a few of those, especially ones you thought were friends. That's how you know that you have to curate the circle. But what are your expectations when you meet people is the thing, and what is that basis on which you put them on this pedestal that you can trust them? You know, sometimes we don't know people really well, or we think we know people really well and we think we know what they will do, and at the appointed time, they disappoint us.
Yeah.
And that's very hurtful, but there are usually lessons in there.
Yeah. Is that what I read, or this is something new? So now I'm going to read a scenario that has circulated on social media, but I wouldn't say that. Again, this is a scenario where in no way encouraging suicide. So a couple decides after going through a really tough time that life isn't worth living, so they both decided to jump off a skyscraper building. I think I told this story before. When they got to the top floor, they both agreed to count 1, 2, 3 and jump. On the third count, the woman jumped, but the man stayed. As the man watched the woman fall, he saw a parachute open and the woman landed safely. I've asked this question. I've said this before on here. Who betrayed who? And I answered that myself, and I said, well, the woman certainly didn't come to die. So I guess it could be suggested that the man catch cold feet. But if you come with your umbrella, it is obvious that you never confident
They
that.
betrayed each other.
Yeah.
Because none of them did what they said they were going to do.
Yeah.
Lady jumped, but she didn't plan for
That's my point. But she did come very
and
prepared
Sir
not
just
to
said,
die.
I'm not even going to
Yeah,
take
so
us.
maybe Sir decided at the last minute, he said, boy, I can't go through that. So
But the lady is a little more tricky
I would have
though.
said the lady. Yeah, yeah.
Because she make it look like she was really
Right. And she didn't because she had on the
But
parachute.
that could also make her the smarter of the two, not necessarily the most untrustworthy, depending on how you look at it.
Well, Colson surprisingly saying is the man is the wicked one. Surprisingly.
So the man what?
Is the wicked one. I agree with him that they both betrayed each other, but I still think that the woman obviously never come. Yeah, but the man could say that he got cold feet right at the moment. So he could say, I did come to jump, But when I look down, I say, boy, I can't manage this. The woman never come to lie because she came with a parachute, so she didn't know from
Well,
morning.
truth be told is that the parachute could have did stuck, but she had an intention.
But she had an intention. So I still suggest that, and I hear your question, but I still suggest that man say, I could go jump on the last minute. Him go and say, no, so that look kind of far. Him look and say, that look kind of far. That. But she did not decide, say, me not dying this man because me have my parachute.
Suppose she did jump and pull him with her, and then let go of him.
Then that worse. That worse. But I agree with him that the two of them betray each other. But I still think if I had to say one of them, I would say the woman. Just because, as I said, from morning, she never planned to do it from morning. And again, I don't know if he had a parachute, but I repeated myself. But he could say, yeah, man, I planned to jump out, me look down.
I got scared.
Yeah.
All right, so who do you really let down your guard with and why?
I've been hurt with that too. I remember sharing a story once that I knew I shouldn't did share. I mean, I knew I wasn't supposed to share, but I shared it with somebody that was so, you know. And I told the person to Bridget, make sure, sister, make sure, and that was shared, and somebody, and to this day it still hurt me.
Do you still talk to the person?
I still do, but I was more upset with myself because I kind of know I shouldn't share it in the first place. But I mean, just like when I come to you, I mean, we know each other very, very well, and there are things that I would share with her that I wouldn't share with probably anybody else.
And I will tell the whole world. I joke. I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
So when that did hurt me, and it got me in a lot of problems too because...
Yeah, and you still are friends with that person?
Well, I don't know if we're still friends, but I still talk. I'm a forgiver, you know, so I am a forgiver and I just move on. I realized a long time ago that life just stays so.
I'm a feelings carrier, generally speaking.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah. I'm working on it, right?
That.
But if that were to happen and I realize that you're the only person I told and then I realize that you told somebody, I'd have to have a few words with you first of all, but I can't say we could be friends after that. Because, Nev, the worst thing you can do to me is break my trust.
No, man.
It's the worst thing you can do to me.
I am not, it is tough for me to look at anybody outside of my family, my kids, and there's someone who is very, very close to me. Well, you know, a couple of people, and then I say, I trust them. No, I don't go there too often because, and though it doesn't surprise me, there's a coach at St. John's, guys, that when things happen, and him look at me, here, so I just go so. I say, boy, I can't believe that no surprise, you know. I said, no, don't surprise me no more.
Well, there are some things that do.
No,
I must tell you.
No, don't surprise me anymore. So when me hear say, my best friend said this about me and that about me, just... So,
I mean, I believe that now.
I'm telling you.
It
don't surprise, nothing surprise me anymore. People let me down.
It don't surprise you, but it still hurt you.
It hurt
and
me
it upset
bad.
you.
It hurt me bad. So I got myself, as I said, that was the same thing. And I got myself in trouble for it. And I learned that day. That anything I really and truly not supposed to share,
anything you don't want people to know, just keep it to yourself.
Share.
Have you ever been betrayed, and how did it impact you, or how did you cope? Well, I guess clearly he has.
Yeah.
Can you trust yourself?
Yes, I do.
Some people say they can't when in certain situations.
Yeah, I trust myself. And as I said, I learned from that. That was a long time ago. And it was my very good friend that I hurt because I shared it. You know, and the person made me know that me did hurt them bad, you know. So I kind of, when I hear people, and then it has proven itself to be that a lot of people say, no, man, you can't trust me, man, and Ray, and then you say, all right, and then next day somebody called me and said, so you never tell me, say, so and so and so. So I say, oh, you know that, you know.
So you have to be very careful with your definition of friends, and to also understand that there are categories of friends, right? So that you don't end up in problems.
It's something that I have not learned, even though I was told this from I was like this, that don't expect people to treat you the way you treat them.
Word.
I still don't learn that.
I've had to learn that the hard way.
No, I still don't learn that.
Several times.
So somebody will say, you know, say, Simone, I'm say, no, man, Simone, I do that, you know? And that is how I deal with trust, you know. Not even that, I just trust, you know, somebody can say something about you, and I say, no, that's not Simone. Maybe them say something else, and I say, well, yeah, maybe she did say it, yes. But certain things somebody will say to me, me I say, no, man, it's not she, that. It's not she. And that's what I decide is trust as far as I'm concerned. Not that you're not going to do anything in life to hurt me, but I will always defend certain people and say, no, them not doing that. If I find out that them did do it, then I have to take my licks and go sit down.
They say you mustn't give people the power to hurt you.
Yeah.
But the truth is that if you love somebody enough, in whatever sphere of your life, whether it's romantic or agape or, then it's involuntarily, you're going to feel it if them do something that violates you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you give them the keys to say, you know, something like this would really mash me up, and they do it one time, then they do it 2 times.
Yeah.
And at that point, you just cauterize. You have to cauterize.
And then the final thing I'll say about this is everybody have a bona fide.
Sure.
Know? So I will say, Sim, don't say none, but she might have somebody that she will say to because she think that person that will say nothing. And then that person have a little person who, you know.
By the time you know it on the front page of the
Yes, I
Star.
say something to Sheffield and I know him not say nothing. But him have a little bona fide quietly that him, I trust Sheffield, but he might say, you know, say, Curtis tell me so and so. And
You
then
trust,
that person
you trust
say,
Sheffield?
You trust Sheffield. You
It
trust
dep-
Sheffield.
Chef said it depends.
As I said, certain things we just don't tell people anything anymore. My sister said it the other day. My sister said, as much as we are close, there are things that nobody in the family know about me. Because sometimes, even a foreign, it get me in trouble. Even a foreign, I got a call from my family here when I was in foreign. And them tell me something, but them hear me go so. I said, what? I said, where did you get that from? Well, apparently it was my friend who misunderstood something and called my family. And I had to fly to Jamaica to prove to them that everything was all right. And that I've never forgotten.
And that person is still your friend?
Unfortunately, he's passed on.
Oh.
But he was my friend for a long time.
Okay. Oops.
Okay,
Sorry.
let's not be hurting Colson. All right. So, I don't know if y'all got anything out of that, but what's up next?
What is the closet code?